What's happening, sports fans? Good to see you guys again. It's been a little while. The school year has started, but the sports have not quite started yet in significant ways. But we still have plenty of kids committing to go play college ball at the next level. We're joined now by Matthew Lauter from Torrey Pines. He has committed to play football at Boise State. Thank you so much for joining us. Boise, they are the Broncos. Is there like a go Bronco, like a specific saying that we – like a roll tide, but for Boise State that we need to say?
Yeah, we usually just say the Stampede.
The Stampede. Okay, so he has officially joined the Stampede. He'll have one more year in Cardinal and Gold before he switches over to blue and orange. So do you mind if we just start there? What was that decision like for you?
Well, I visited the school after a long process of recruiting, and I loved it so much. I love everyone around there. Is just the atmosphere there is perfect, and also the stadium is beautiful. And they are a winning team with a great record, usually in the Mountain West Conference. So I'm super excited.
Now, I always have to ask everybody that is leaving San Diego to go somewhere distinctly different than the Southern California climate. What time of year did Boise State have you out there for your recruiting? And have you been there in a winter yet to understand what you're signing up for 4 years of?
Yeah, I have not been there for a winter, and I'm a boy growing up in Florida and San Diego, so I think it's going to be pretty hard, but at the same time, I'll be able to get through it.
Deal. So you're vaguely looking forward to what 0 degrees and walking to school in snow looks like?
Yes, can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait. Sounds super enthusiastic. No, I feel you though. You mentioned the long recruiting process. There are a lot of kids younger than you who are going to be watching this that are just starting out, or maybe, a couple of offers in. What's some guidance that you can give to younger kids right now who might be watching, or maybe to their parents, just about what you wish you had known throughout the whole recruiting process?
Yeah, I would just say trust the process. Like, you shouldn't really be focused in on how many offers you have. Like, you just got to keep your head down and keep working. And then college coaches will realize, wow, this kid will fit in my offense or my defense. Like, they're just projecting you to see how you're gonna fit in their school.
Where did Boise fall in order of offers for you? Were they an early on school or were they a later school?
Yeah, they were early school. I have 2 big D1 offers, UNLV and Boise, but I've been getting looked at by other schools too. But right when I got that Boise offer, it was just an automatic decision after I visited.
Any good story about getting the Boise offer? We hear sometimes the phone call will come like while you're in class or something like that. Do you remember getting that offer from Boise?
Yeah, I actually woke up from a nap, and Coach Riddle called me, the tight end coach, and he said he talked to Gladnick, and they were like, "Yeah, we're offering you a scholarship." And I just started saying, "Thank you. This is a great opportunity for me," and I was so surprised.
So was there a message waiting for you after the nap, or did they wake you up from the nap with the phone call?
I actually set an alarm because he said he was going to call me at a certain time, so I set it like 5 to 10 minutes early.
Okay, fair enough. Because that'd be a little confusing. Your answer, you're like, what? A college offer? Okay. Well, congratulations on that, man. I want to ask you, because you brought up the subject of Coach Gladnick. He is undoubtedly one of the larger-than-life personalities in the San Diego high school sports community. One of my favorite quotes ever from him came, and this is not a direct quote, this is a general paraphrasing, but came at the end of a San Diego State passing league tournament a few years ago, where he said, "Don't worry about the results, guys. This is a bunch of Ferraris and we're a bunch of monster trucks. We're going to steamroll them once we can hit during the year." Like, the guy tweets out pictures of meat that he's barbecuing. Like, he's got a huge personality. Is there any fun stories that you feel like you can share? I'm not trying to get you in trouble or try to share anything, behind the secret, but just anything fun that you can share about getting to play for Coach?
Oh, yeah, I love Coach Gladnick. He's a great guy. Yeah, he loves his barbecuing, and we have some great stories of us after tournaments. He would always just pull up his red Jeep and cook us up all food, and he's a great guy.
What's the favorite thing of his barbecuing that you've eaten?
I would say his brats were amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, his brats were very good. Yeah.
I feel like there's a cooking show somewhere in his post-coaching career of just him at home barbecuing, like you said, giant amounts of meat. So the Torrey Pines experience for you, it's been – you guys have been perennially in that open division conversation. You guys have been really competitive. You had a huge, like one of the statement wins last season early in the year. There was a cross-section win. What have the last couple of years been like for you being a part of this?
Yeah, I came in as a freshman and it was pretty awesome. My team welcomed me in. I wasn't really a big kid yet. A lot of the kids got pulled up and I feel like that just made me work harder. And then my sophomore year, I started hitting a growth spurt, and then I was pulled up for varsity. Torrey had a great year that year. And then my junior year is really where I started to step up. We had a young team, though, which was pretty hard. We still played good against many teams. It was rough with injuries and stuff like that. So.
You also play a little lacrosse. Do you mind if we talk a little lacrosse as well?
Yeah. Me and my brother both played goalie. I recently decided not to play lacrosse this past year.
Well, I had to ask those specifically because you are a goalie, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way. I see the smile already forming. I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I've had to ask every lacrosse person that I come across on the show, what makes lacrosse goalies so mentally unstable that you want to do that job where you want to wear no pads, just sweatpants basically, and take balls just flying at you full speed? Like, you have to be a little crazy to play that position, right? Like, what is the attraction to being a lacrosse goalie? Why on earth do you want to do that?
Well, I mean, it's fun at the same time. You can run out of the crease and hit kids, get aggressive, and sometimes when you just make that clean save, it's like that perfect punt,
I don't know about that, man. I still feel like that's you have to be a little ballsy in advance to just want to be like, yeah, okay, that one clean save comes with 80 shots on goal from the likes of LCC or something like that, where people are just really ripping off crazy hard shots. But
sure.
the experience kind of as a student body at Torrey Pines, you guys have been good at basketball. You have the Cardinal Chaos travels really well. What has it just been like being, on and off the field, part of the Torrey Pines student base for the last couple of years?
Oh, yeah, I love it a lot. Me and my boys always go to, the basketball games and volleyball games, and it's always a blast, because we always end up winning. Not to brag or anything.
No, that's a statement of fact. That is just the hard, honest truth.
Yes, sir. And our student section is pretty wild, so it's awesome.
Now, where do we find you in the student section? Are you the guy front and center in the middle just going crazy, or do you have to be a couple rows back from the chaos?
It just matters how I'm feeling, If the football boys are there, we'll be front row.
Okay.
Screaming.
Okay, fair enough. So obviously there's been some downtime with sports not really going on right now. So what have you been up to?
Really, I've just been working out with my trainer, and we've been doing 7-on-7 for fall Dirty Birds. And I've been surfing a lot and doing some other stuff too.
Okay, surfing. Where? What are some good beaches?
My favorite beach is Torrey Pine State. It's pretty crowded now, but sometimes I'll go to 18th with my friends too and stuff like that.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
First time we've had someone talk about surfing.
I've been lifeguarding too, so.
Oh, wow. Good grief.
Not at the ocean though. The YMCA.
At a pool? Okay.
Yeah.
Still, that makes you a much more responsible teammate than a lot of others because you're out there actually protecting lives. So I think, if you don't mind me switching it to just be a little bit more serious, there's been some articles coming out in the newspaper, and I know that sentence itself sounds very old, and you're like, a newspaper? Why do I care about anything written in a newspaper? But just sort of talking about how teams not being, officially back together on campus doing things yet, despite school having started, is causing a lot of stress for kids. And, you're anxious, and there's a lot of uncertainty going around. So would you mind sharing just your kind of thoughts on what life has been like, sort of being like, I hope sports is going to happen. We think it's going to happen, but it's not quite sure. Can you give us just a little insight on what that's been like?
Yeah, I think it's hard on like a lot of kids. I would say that. A lot of the seniors, it's very hard on too, because some kids are depending on a year to be recruited, and thankfully I'm not in that situation. But once the season does come up, if it does, I'm definitely gonna be playing out there. So
Well, we're excited to see you playing out there. We're excited to have you on as one of our first guests of the year. What has school been like? What are you guys doing right now? Is it all Zoom? Are you going on campus for anything? I'm so confused because everyone's doing a little something different.
yeah, it's been pretty good. Some classes are a little rough. Like I'm taking ceramics, so we have to go to the school, pick up clay, and you really don't have that ceramics room in your house, so it's kind of hard.
I was gonna say, do they send you home with a
Yeah,
ceramics wheel or something like that? How do you're just
yeah.
hand molding
None of
everything?
us. Yeah, we have to hand do it now. I'm used to throwing on the wheels, so
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say that defeats the whole purpose of ceramics. That's the
yeah,
fun part is the build. Okay, wait, do you have anything that you can show us right now that you've made in ceramics?
yeah, I
'Cause
do.
it sounds like you've got some stuff. Go, please. Oh, I am so mad that I don't have any of my stuff at this house.
All right, here's a few things.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
only two things, but the first one is like a mug,
Wow.
and I glazed it with like the inside's white, and then there's like this cool color going around here, and then I also have this bowl too.
Oh, wow. Look at the
Yeah,
craftsmanship on that. Very even. Very nice.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's hard. It's hard to. I'm not the best at hand building clay, so it's hard for me. But
Well, I feel like it's not the like that's not the fun part of why you signed up for ceramics in the first place.
yeah.
Yeah. The
But
the
the other classes, everything's been online, and we've been doing like ed puzzles, and it's been going well. So
do you miss school? Have we reached the point where everybody actually misses school, regardless of whether or not you like it? You just wish you were back on campus?
yeah, I wish I could see my friends and stuff on campus, but also at the same time, I can sleep in and um, like between classes, I have time to do like what I want. So
I mean, it certainly seems like it's the trade-off. Like some kids are like, yeah, I don't have to take that 40-minute bus ride or that 20-minute drive or whatever it is to get into campus, so I can
yeah,
sleep, way earlier. But
exactly.
at the same time, everybody is sort of like, yeah, I kind of actually, no matter how much I hated that English class, I miss being there with
Yeah.
everyone else that I
I
knew.
miss
So,
I miss like football season and like wearing your jersey to school and just that game day vibe.
any specific game day traditions for you that we can know about? Anything good you do?
Sometimes we have like pep rallies on Fridays
No,
before
you
a game.
specifically.
Oh, me specifically. My dad gives me a little massage with icy hot. I'm always looking forward to that before the
Okay.
game. Yes,
Now,
sir.
how much icy hot are we talking about? Is this just for the shoulders? Because I feel like there's a critical mass at which you just pass out from too much icy hot. Like it's too much
Legs.
on the
It's the
legs.
legs. Yeah.
Now,
And he
ever
doesn't.
go ahead.
Yeah, he doesn't put like a huge amount on there, but it's a good amount.
Well, I was a baseball player throughout most of my life, so I was around that. Plus, Tiger Balm was the other one, and
Yeah, I would say Tiger Balm's definitely stronger than Icy Hot.
well, and that's where I would always think it would be funny because there'd always be the one crazy dude on the team who's the pitcher that just lathers it up, and there'd be the guy that would go and be like, "Oh, let me get a little bit of that," and he'd put it on his elbow and be like, "Ah, it burns!" And you're like, "Yep." Yep, yeah, that guy was not ready for that. That's really funny to watch
Yeah,
because there's a there's a certain science to getting that icy hot type thing right. Well, we appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us. The season is hopefully like 60 something ish days away, so we're all hoping that the end is in sight or the beginning is in sight, the end of this waiting period. But we thank you, Matthew, for joining us a little bit, folks. This is just another one of the great kids that we have to support, and hopefully we will get to be able to go out to the fields and support. If not, we'll get to cheer for him next year as he goes on to the next level and represents all of us really well. Thank you. We will talk to you come football season.
yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All righty, my man. Have a good one. Okay, so nope, never mind.